On the left, we have the big power hitter, Paxton. He's been a beast this season, only 2 games in, and by far our best hitter. So congratulations, buddy. I'm proud of you. On the right, we have a Major League Baseball player, and we're going to just use his swing to kind of model what we might otherwise do. Let's have some fun. Let's take a look. So let's put this a little bit in motion. Paxton, I love the look of this already. Now, what we might consider is getting maybe we'll play with it. Maybe getting the bat a little bit more here from the start. So getting the hands maybe a little bit back. Some of it might be the camera angle, to be fair. But let's take a look. So here we go. So what's our first move? So, okay, it's a movement. I love that. Love that. Okay, now at this point, look at this. This is kind of really the start of your swing. Look how straight up this is. We don't ever see that over here, okay? So you're really dropping the hands. So the hands are way down here, okay? His hands never on the backswing get below here. So maybe we'll think about keeping those hands up instead of bringing them down. You may not even know you were doing that, but all right, so let's go a little bit more here. Now at this point, you're gonna see that you really didn't rotate. You just kind of slid the whole body. So let's take a look at this again. So from here, I love that you're going back to your back foot, which is strong, but would like it more if in that backswing here, you had a little bit more of an angle. Let me show you. So you see his hip is in here and then it goes out here. Where I don't really see that. I'd like your hip to be inside of this little triangle thing, if you will. You see how his hips are here, and your entire body is on that back foot, all right? So and how he does that is he actually just turns his hips instead of sliding him back over his back foot, he just turns. And as a result, his shoulders are able to turn, all right? And then notice again how low your hands are still at this point, okay? So here we go. Now look at this power. This power is fantastic. We look at lower body. Oh, that's his power. That is power. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. Well, let's take a look at what happens to this bat. So the bat is upright. It's upright. It's still kind of upright. And then as you kind of begin forward, your back continues to be even more upright, but now it's just back here. Okay. Let's take a look what happens here. So this guy starts with his bat more in the right position. Okay. And then watch what happens. As he takes his step forward, his bat goes even more towards the pitcher. And he's creating what's called lag. So when we talk about getting that bat whippy behind us, as he takes his step, that bat actually comes down even more behind him. So he can get whippy with that. When you take your bat back, it's upright and it's upright, which is truly a testament to how good of an athlete you are, because even though this is not a good place for the bat to be, it really, really needs to be like angled. Let's see if I can draw this. That bat really needs to be like here right now. And your hands should be much, much higher. But you still hit the crap out of the ball, right? I love this movement. This right here is really strong, Paxton. So you see how your hip is way out in front of your head and your back? That's a power move. That's an absolute power move. So watch his as well. Yeah, you actually do it better than he does. So this is good. So here we go. Now, at this point, you're going to see what happens because the bat is here. You now have to drop it to get it on plane, right? And so as a result, your body is now going to start going that way, okay? So watch this. And then you kind of sit back. So if I asked you, have you gotten completely off your backside? meaning the weight off your back foot? The answer is absolutely not, because it'd be impossible, because you have so much weight from going up that it's sitting still on your back foot, okay? And instead, what we'd like to have happen, so as we watch here, because his hands are there, and then he's going to bring his bat along this path, and he's able to turn, and now his head kind of stays in the same spot. Your head went back and up, and then he can rotate it through the ball and get to here, and then watch. He's gotten completely off his backside, as evidenced by, look at this shoe here. He's on his toe. You're kind of laying back. So if we were to ask him where he felt like his head and his weight was, he would be here, and weight, and yours is back here on the back foot. So believe it or not, you have even more power to give. Now, one thing that you do well that a lot of your teammates don't do well is you actually come into a stiff front foot, which is really good. Look at this. This guy does the same thing. That is a major league move you've got there, young man. But what we got to work on is that bat position, so that you can turn around through the body and then keep our head here instead of going back there. So let's just quickly recap, okay? So take it from the top. So I'd prefer from the top, prefer your hands to be more up here above your shoulder. So maybe a little bit further back, maybe back a little bit, with the bat angled back, not up. So I'd rather be here, okay? And then as he comes forward, I want that bat to even dip down more, where you're just taking the bat from straight up and straight back. So we'll just work on that. That's a feel thing. I can help you feel that, and you're going to feel that well. And if you do that, just by nature of this move, everything will take care of itself, so that it looks like from here you drop it in the slot, as it's called, and you come through to a straight leg off the right side, and your weight is kind of centered, where right now, because of this, you're having to come up this way with your body. You'll notice. And as a result, you're stuck out over on your back foot, which is why you can't get off this side. It's very close. The fact that you hit the ball so well, and there's so much more room for improvement, I'm very excited for our big slugger. Paxton, I love you, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Love you, buddy.